Coming back at you with another video. I did a video of my plate carrier and kind of don't have a whole lot on there, so I want to show you guys what I distribute to my battle belt to actually get rid of some of that weight off my shoulders and less in the way, so I can maneuver properly and not have a bunch of gear rattling around. So first things first, here's the belt. It's an HSGI battle belt. I've had a couple battle belts in the past, and they were a little bit bulky. They had like 3-4 rows of molly and just a little bit too much, and you don't really need it. So I try to stay very minimalistic. Don't need a whole bunch of nylon fucking Velcro everywhere. So this product has worked outstanding for me. I've only had it for a few months. Still a work in progress because I was so used to my old battle belt. I just had everything on there, and I'm going through a sidearm transition from the SIG to the Glock 19. Both amazing weapons, but I'm gonna run the Glock 19, get some training on that for a little while just to stay versatile. But one thing that I really love about this battle belt is that it has rubberized interior, which on other battle belts it's usually just foam. This one has foam and rubber, so it stays on your person instead of when you come up from the draw or you're removing a magazine or accessing any equipment. Other battle belts will move around, shift, bounce when you run, but I've had zero problems with this battle belt. It's just outstanding. I highly recommend it. It's at a fair price too, so if you're on a budget, this will definitely suit your needs. Stay away from the Condor shit. It's not durable. You'll end up replacing it within a year. So definitely invest in good gear. Moving on, the internal belt is a Cobra belt, Cobra Riggers belt. This is my second Cobra belt. I just love these things. They're very durable, very strong, and honestly, they're just so much easier than having to loop it around or make another hole for whatever belt you're using. So great belt, love it. They're a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. Never had a problem with it. Moving on to the left, I have one of my IFAKs here. I keep a little bit extra medical equipment on my person because it's something I'm knowledgeable in, and being a care provider, you need to have ample amount of supplies, and this is the IFAK that will be used on my person. Unless I decide to shift one to my plate carrier, then that will be the one that is used on me. But for right now, this is kind of one that I use at the range for if I'm injured, or if I have my medical bag, then I can use it on somebody else. You know, just trying to stay safe out there. Moving on to the insides, I'll give you guys a little peek at what I got going on in here. There's one thing that I like to put out about medical equipment is I see a lot of people on YouTube, they have cheap little Walmart first aid kits where you have a few strips of gauze and some band-aids, and it won't cut it if you're injured. It won't. You need to have tested and approved equipment. North American Rescue, they have a lot of good equipment out there. But invest in good equipment. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've been on YouTube and I've seen dudes out there who have good equipment, but the medical equipment and the knowledge is just not there. Seek training, get good equipment, look at what other people have, and watch reviews. So going into what I have in here, just kind of a standard IFAK. You got your gauze, cat tourniquet, and a rat's tourniquet, 2 tourniquets in here. You got a catheter in here for any needs, really. Chest decompression needles, and then tampons for gunshot wounds. They're great. Tampons, super glue, and duct tape. Patch you right up. Quick clot and gloves. In my medical bag, I have chest decompression needles, chest seals, all that kind of stuff. So really, if you're injured, this is what you're gonna need. If you got a GSW, or God forbid you're missing a limb, 2 tourniquets and a fuck ton of gauze and quick clot will do you great. So this is just something to patch you up until someone can actually get you to a hospital or someone with more experience comes along. So that's pretty much the IFAK. It's great. Normally I try to stay away from drop leg items because one, they move around a lot when you run. getting in and out of vehicles is a bitch sometimes, but with this I have it mounted more towards the front, so when it is attached to me, it's very tight on there. It's facing forward, so getting out of vehicles is awesome. I put this belt on and got in my Jeep a few times, moved around a little bit to see how it would do, and it performed just fine. It just takes a little extra weight off my plate carrier, which I'll probably add another IFAC to there, one more intensive for myself, because the whole point of an IFAC is to not be used on other people, it's to be used on yourself. So that's probably going to be in the near future, me adding that onto my carrier somewhere where it won't be in the way. But moving on, I have Eagle Industries Kydex 9mm mag pouches for the Glock 19 or the SIG. Great pouches. I love Kydex. There are a few good options out there, and G Code has very good pouches. These perform perfectly fine for me. They took a little bit to break in, but once they're broken in, they're awesome. So highly recommend these. And same thing over here with the M4 mag pouches. Same company, same deal. You have the option to cover them up here and then pull on this tab to release the Velcro, but I prefer to keep it open top for my M4. So that's pretty much it. Things I plan on doing, or I have a HSGI dump pouch coming in the mail. I've seen my buddies run them. They used them overseas. They said it was great, as opposed to the more bigger dump pouches, because the bigger dump pouches, yes, you can house a lot of stuff in there, but it's just more shit. I don't want to run around acting like I have a loaded diaper. So I'm gonna stick to the smaller HSGI one. I ran the bigger dump pouches, and it's a pain in the ass going in there digging around. You really gotta reach down there and pull out whatever you need. So I'm gonna stick to the smaller stuff. And then moving on, I'm going to put the holsters here. I just prefer to have my holsters a little bit higher up. I hate drop leg holsters. I've ran them in the past, and running and sliding around, moving in vehicles, it's hard period with the holster, but I find more comfort in having it sitting higher up on my hip. So that's pretty much the plans. In addition to having a dump pouch, I'm gonna put some tourniquets where I can reach it with both arms on my carrier and on my belt, but I'm gonna fiddle around with it a little bit more before I start putting things on there and telling you that's how I run it. But the key thing with tourniquets is that you can grab them with either arm. So if there's no one there to treat you and you do need to use self-aid, having equipment accessible with both hands is the best option, as well as having a knife back here. I want to get one of those fist punch knives, where the fuck they call them, the punch knives, back here, so I can again access it with both hands. If I need to duke it out close quarters, I can have something that the enemy can't grab off of me and use it against me, but I can access it and use it against him. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a great product. Love it a lot. It's very comfortable. For all you guys out there that are enthusiasts and in the military as well, we go through this shit and we change it all the time to try to find better ideas. So if anyone has any pointers out there, if I can throw them my way, I take all the information they can and learn from it. Let me know what you guys think of all this stuff. I want to start putting out a lot more content and showing you guys my way of doing things and what I've learned through my experiences. And that's pretty much it, y'all. So have a good one. Stay deadly. Have a good one.